It's Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Hopefully you saw my intro for today's show. Yes, this is my new Greenworks pole saw, and here I am telling you how I saved some money. So let's have a look at this. I saved $50 on this purchase on Amazon, and I wanted to show you how you can make a lot of savings when you do your Amazon purchases. So let's have a look at this now as I made my purchase consideration. So let's come over and look at the Amazon webpage. This is Amazon.ca, so this is in Canadian pricing. This is the Greenworks 6.5 amp 8-inch corded pole saw with case. I'm going to click on this, and this brings up our item that we want to purchase. Now if we look up at the top, you'll see it says that I purchased this item on February the 18th, 2022. So the list price of this is $129. It's also Amazon's choice. And if we come down and look at 𝐓𝐼𝐍𝐼, which is the price tracking that I've talked about before, you'll see, of course, that there is a wide fluctuation in price over the past year. And in fact, if you look at the graph here, you'll see that currently it is, of course, at $129. But it is also available around $81 if you look at the bottom line here, indicating another deal somewhere. Now, if we come back up to the top part here, I want you to pay attention to the right-hand side. You will come down and look here where it says new and used 5 from 81.62. It's always important then whenever you check an Amazon price up here that you look down on the right hand side for other purchasers. So let's look and see what we can come up with here. We're going to click this, and we're now going to come up and we see a bunch of pricing on the bottom. Of course, we see the original price at the top, but we see at the bottom there's 3 models from 81.62. Now, if you notice, these are all Amazon warehouse deals. And then, of course, we come down and we'll see a fourth one here, which comes from a third party. Now, let me tell you about Amazon warehouse deals. You are purchasing from Amazon, so the standard warranty and returns policy will apply, irrespective of the fact you're buying it from a warehouse deal. I've bought over 100 items from Amazon warehouse. I've never sent anything back. I've always got great deals and saved thousands of dollars. In this particular case, your chance of saving $50. Is it worth buying something used for $81 versus paying $130? Well, let me tell you that most of the items that I have received have been brand new. So this is usually a very, very good deal for you. So if you look here, you'll see that 81.62, why is it on sale? Well, it says the accessories may have cosmetic damage. Some of them may, it says it will come in the original packaging, which may be damaged as well. It ships from Amazon, which is important. This is being sold by Amazon, and it's sold as an Amazon warehouse deal. In fact, all these 3 items here are from Amazon warehouse. One of the things you might notice is it might take a little longer to arrive because when you order a product from Amazon, they would ship it from the nearest warehouse. However, if these used items may in fact be in the system somewhere and may not be close to you, so you may have to wait a bit for shipping, but if you have Prime, they all come with free shipping. You will notice a fourth one down here for $136.20. You're wondering, what is this all about? This is a third-party offering. Again, why would someone offer more than the original list price? Well, as these become out of stock or you can't get them, then this price becomes more realistic. So what I want to do now is, this is indeed the one that I ordered. I saved $50 on this. Let's have a look at our used but in very good condition item that arrived. All right, let's have a look at our box. This is the box that arrived. It's on a desk. Here it is. I'm opening this. Greenworks pole saw. You'll see the box has been opened and it has been inspected, but it's well sealed, and this is the original box. That's the shipping label. And as we look around here, here's the inspection, the Amazon inspection. Let's open it up and see if it's a new product. I'm going to open the end of it. Let's take out the packing material. Looks like it's original packing material. Cardboard insertion. And here comes all our material out. And again, it looks brand new. Let's take off the plastic wrapping and unzip it. And here it is out on the table. All the parts are brand new. They've never been used and are not damaged. This is a brand new pull saw that I just saved $50 on. All right, before you start making all those great warehouse deals, the best deal in town is Tech for Senior. So please click the like and subscribe. Till we see you again, Ron Brown with Tech for Senior.
Good morning, friends. I'm Bill James, and I'm going to talk to you about Windows virtual desktops for both Windows 10 and 11. With Windows 10 or 11, you don't need to install an application to create a virtual desktop. To use this amazing feature, you just need to press Windows plus Tab keys simultaneously. You can also click on the task view, the icon to the right of the Windows menu directly as well. As you see here, I'm showing both the one that is in Windows 10 as well as in Windows 11. Task View is used to create virtual desktops or workspaces which users can group apps and tasks conveniently to stay organized. You can create multiple workspaces which act like virtual desktops. You can also use Task View to organize your work, which reduces clutter and makes your desktops easier to navigate. If you keep a lot of apps open at once and you want to separate them by task, using virtual desktops or workspaces may be useful. For example, you could have your communications apps, such as email and your chat programs, on one virtual desktop, and work you are doing on a different desktop. It helps you to quickly locate and hide all windows and show desktops, and to manage windows across multiple displays or virtual desktops. Task View is automatically added to your taskbar in Windows 10 and 11. However, there is a keyboard shortcut that one can use to quickly create new virtual desktop. To do that, you want to press Control plus Win, the Win key, plus D on your keyboard to create your new virtual desktop. And you can create as many virtual desktops using your keyboard. Windows 10 virtual desktop shortcuts can really improve your work efficiency, provided you know how quickly to switch between them. The following are Windows 10 virtual desktop shortcuts. Windows key plus Tab key will open the task view screen. Windows key plus Control key plus the left arrow key will move to the left virtual desktop. Likewise, Windows key plus Control key plus the right arrow key will move it to the right virtual desktop. Windows key plus Control key plus F4 will close the current virtual desktop. You can also use the Escape key to close the task view screen. So let's take a closer look at each one of these. To quickly open the task view screen, just press Windows plus Tab. A screen appears with a thumbnail of each of your virtual desktop, as well as thumbnails of any applications that are running on the current selected virtual desktop. You can also open this window by clicking the Task View button on the taskbar. In Task View, use the Tab key to move the cursor between the list of virtual desktops at the top and the application window's thumbnails below. Use the arrow keys to move the cursor and then press Enter to select the desktop or application window you want to manage. To quickly create a new virtual desktop, press Ctrl+D at any time, and you'll be taken to the new desktop immediately. Alternately, you can click New Desktop in the task view. Press Windows plus Control plus left arrow key to switch to the lower numbered virtual desktop, or Windows Control plus right arrow to switch to the higher numbered one. For example, if you're on desktop 3 and you want to switch to desktop 4, you would press Windows plus Control plus right arrow key. To close the current virtual desktop, press Windows plus Control plus F4. Any windows you have open on a desktop you close will appear on the virtual desktop numerically just above the one you closed. For example, if you're running Notepad on desktop 3 and you then close desktop 3, Notepad will appear on desktop 2. You can also close a virtual desktop in the task view by clicking the X on the thumbnail. You can use the escape to close the task view. If the task view is open and you don't want to switch to another virtual desktop, just press escape. You will then return to the desktop you were viewing when you open task view. Currently, there isn't any keyboard shortcuts to remove an application window from one virtual desktop to another. For now, if you want to do this, you want to activate the task view, then drag and drop the Windows thumbnail onto another virtual desktop thumbnail with your mouse. It will appear then instantly, and you can also right-click a Windows thumbnail and then select a destination in the Move To menu. There are some differences between Windows 10 and 11. The virtual desktop features gets a makeover in Windows 11, and here's how to organize and customize them in Microsoft's next generation OS. Introduced in Windows 10 with the built-in Task View button on the taskbar, the feature has been revamped for Windows 11. Gone is the Windows timeline that showed your recent activity. In its place is a much sleeker and simpler desktop icon. When you want to view your virtual desktops, you can manage your desktops by clicking the desktop icon on the taskbar. It looks like two gray squares, which will display all your open programs and any virtual desktops you have created. Or you can also use the Win plus Tab shortcut key. Windows 11 also has a rollover feature that lets you hover over the desktop icon to view existing desktops, reorder them, and create new ones. To create a new desktop, click the New Desktop button, and a new desktop will be added to the list. Or use the keyboard shortcut Win plus Control plus D. It's the same shortcut that we used in 10. The new desktop will be empty, but any open programs you are using will still open on the previous desktop. To rename open desktops, click the default name, which is Desktop 1, Desktop 2. This also would apply in Windows 10 as well. In the small preview image, and enter the new name, or right-click on the virtual desktop thumbnail preview and select Rename from the context menu. Label them by the purpose or specific project, for example. With multiple desktops, it may become hard to tell them apart. You can organize open desktops by dragging them into your preferred order from the list on the bottom of the screen, or right-click a desktop and select Move Right to change the order. Use the Win plus Control plus left/right arrow shortcut to cycle between desktop, and the Alt plus Shift left/right arrow to move them. You also can change the backgrounds on your desktops for a more visual way to differentiate between the visual desktops. Windows 11 lets you add custom backgrounds to each one. Right-click on the desktop and select Choose Background to open the Backgrounds menu for that desktop. You can choose backgrounds or upload your own, and the background for that desktop will change, while the other open desktops will retain their original backgrounds. If you want to have windows appear across desktops, by default, programs are kept separate from those in other desktops. So you can have multiple tabs open in Edge on one desktop, say for work, and then jump to a new desktop and open a completely different set of Edge tabs for personal use. If you want a specific window or a series of windows to be open across multiple desktops, open the desktop's view. Right-click the app and select Show this window on all desktops. Select Show Windows from the app on all desktops will do the same for every open version of the app. I'm sorry about my visuals. It's a little small, but I think you get the point. You also can drag into another desktop. Open apps within a desktop can be dragged into another open desktop for easy reorganization. If you close a desktop with open programs, they will be automatically moved to the next available desktop. You also can customize your quick view taskbar settings. To do so, you'll want to open apps in the taskbar to surface windows from across desktops when you click them. You want to go to Settings, System, Multitasking, Desktops. On the taskbar, show all open windows. On all desktops here, you can also set the Alt+Tab keyboard shortcut to surface all windows from all desktops as well. You can add and remove the desktop icon from the taskbar settings. Windows 11 adds the desktop's icon to the taskbar by default, but you don't want it taking up space or you can't find it. Right-click on the taskbar and open taskbar settings, then use the toggle next to the task view to remove the icon or add it back. Keyboard shortcuts will continue to work whether or not they're visible. You have any questions? I'm Bill James, member of the APCU Speakers Bureau, and thank you for listening.
Tech for Seniors present the website of the week with Hewie Poplock.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Website of the week number 9. I'm Hewie Poplock. Terms of service. Didn't read. One of the biggest lies on the web is when you click and check I have read and agree to the terms when you sign into a website or you install new software. This website aims to fix the fact that you're lying. A little background: the rough idea behind TOSDR emerged during the 2011 Chaos Communication Camp near Berlin, with people from Unhosted, a movement to create web apps that give users control over their valuable user data and privacy. In the summer of 2012, 𝐂𝐨𝐿 started the legal analysis and brought the project to life. Since then, more people have joined the team and have contributed to the reviewer community. Ultimately, all of the work is transparent and the discussions happen in public. Their work is funded by nonprofit organizations and individual donations and gets released as free software and open data. Please bear in mind that the project is still in the early phase and that most data is subject to important changes. What does TOSDR mean? The name is inspired by an internet acronym, TLDR, which stands for Too Long Didn't Read, and is often used on blogs and emails when a block of text is just really long and that people are too lazy to read the whole stuff. It was intended more as a code name than as a real name, but the name stuck. Let's look at the website. Terms of service didn't read the website. Let's take a look at it. On the main page, we have several places that we can go. We'll take a look at a couple of those, but not everything. And there are some buttons here. We'll talk about those in just a moment. But as we scroll down, there are some ratings of various websites and their terms of service. For instance, the first one is Facebook. It gives it a grade E. Of course, grade A would be the best. So it is a very low mark for Facebook. What you'll see here is several items, but not all of them, and we're going to click on it and see all of the items, but you'll see the highlights of the items. If you put your mouse over it, it'll say Facebook uses cookies and receives information when you visit those sites and apps, including device information and information about your activity without any further action from you. This occurs whether or not you have a Facebook account or are logged in. So let's take a look at the Facebook ratings. There are a whole bunch of things included in their terms of service. Now there's two little icons. One of them is open the case page. And what that does, it will open the page, and let's take a look at your identity is used in ads that are shown to other users. When we click that, what you'll get is that same item and how it's phrased in other services. So we're seeing it. So in Google, it's going to say you can choose your settings so your name and photo do not appear in an ad. And in Facebook, the actual terms include you give us permission to use your name and profile picture and information about actions you have taken on Facebook next to or in connection with ads, offers, and other sponsored content that we display across our products without any compensation to you. You'll notice that some are declined and some are approved. These are statuses set by the people who are actually running the TOSDR. They actually go and read everything that you as a user might update and add, because you can do that, but they check it out first before adding it to each of these lists. So let's go back to the terms of service. We'll see that we have all of them for Facebook. We're going to go back to the home page. Let's take a look first at several of these. There's DuckDuckGo, YouTube, Khan Academy, Quora, Buzzard, Pornhub, PayPal, Start Page is an A. Not many A's on here. Wikipedia, Pinterest, CNN, Spotify, and Apple services. But there are a lot more that are available that may not even have a grade yet. Let's take a look at Evernote, which is a service that I use. Without hitting enter, it went out and looked for anything that started with the word ever. So there was one that there is nothing on, but Evernote, there are some things here that it does show. If I click on Evernote, it shows me all of the items. It's not a long list of items in their terms of service, but you can look at each one and know what they are. And then you can get some embed privacy shields. I'm not quite sure how you would use those, but you can use the codes below to embed a privacy shield into a blog post, your website, or anywhere else. So you could add something from this. But there's no grade yet, but several of the items, you waive your right to a class action. If we click that, you'll see that many items, the right to be represented in a class action exists in the U.S. and some European countries. This is included in several of the services. Now let's go back to the home page. And you can download browser add-ons. There are add-ons available, and if you click that, you can get one for Mozilla, Google Chrome, Safari, Microsoft Edge, or Opera. And on the, let's take the Google Chrome extension. This extension will add a small icon in the right side of your address bar. If you're browsing a website that's not in our database, nothing will appear. Click on the icon to get the summary of terms provided by TOSDR. when you land on a website with very bad terms, a small notification will pop up in the bottom right-hand corner to warn you. You can use the add-ons with your browser instead of just using the website. You can add the terms of services that are not already included, or you can add information to ones that are already there. They are checked out, and then once they're approved, then they become a part of the rating and the information. Then they also have some forums which you can discuss different things as well. You have to sign up for that. Terms of service didn't read the website. Website of the week, number 9. I'm Hewie Poplock.